Hey people, Indra here, 3v3, SDO Province, blue team. It's a question mark as a Farseer support hero fighting in melee combat. Powerful support and control, the Exodites. Elite scheme here, alongside a couple of Mekboys. Here is Zero Cry, and we have Red Crown 555. Is that the same army scheme? It's slightly different. These are teleporting heroes fighting in ranged combat, some pretty good Daka, and have versatile Orky gadgets. Red team, TvangeS, as a brother captain, a durable hero walking through objects, cannot be suppressed with powerful offense and support fighting in melee. Looks like they're using a Dark Angel scheme or something. Alongside, Gringvin trying to stab the Mekboy. Strong offense and support fighting in melee combat begins with a refractor shield. It shows how big orcs are, doesn't it? Because that's a Mekboy, a pretty small orc. He's like a chunky fella besides that Lord Commissar there. Rounding off the team's ever-faithful Leobuilt is a force commander, very strong offense, fighting in melee combat, can tank, disrupt and support. He's a versatile fellow and is rocking the Ultramarines DLC. It's a bunch of Daka showing up on the east side with the two Orc players and the two mechs. Force commander gets in there but finds some sluggers waiting and runs away. The tactical marines take the garrison. These guys running towards them because they got burners on the way. Those guys need to run now in there. Yeah, the attack's getting out because with those burners they can use burn that house, which they actually did use there. That's that red effect you can see. The attacks make it out without a model loss. The scouts, I think, dropped a model. Yeah, they did. Now they're going to try and poke them with their bolt guns. Guardsmen showing up. Mekboy gives up the decap to get some Daka going. And there's a lot of it. All those guys popping their war. Not sure why these shooter boys are getting so close. Are they trying to melee them? They ran right into a sentinel stomp. Some odd play from Zero Cry. Maybe it was just a misclick. And they are focused somewhere else. Where are their sluggers, for example? Oh, the sluggers are right here. They've cornered some guardsmen. The poor sergeant trying to get away. I don't know. One more hit might have wiped both of those models there. 467 to 485 on the VPs. Lord Commissar sees those guys off. Sentinel doing some good work with the stomp. They got a bash and almost a decap over here. I'm not sure if it had gens. Did it have gens? I think it had at least one generator up. I mean, these guys have got all three up. No gens here. And red team do have all three on the southwest, so maybe they didn't have this fully built up. Meanwhile, Western contested victory point. Farseer's casually taking it with a Guardian weapon team alongside. Howling Banshees with the aspect of strength and their power weapons ready to go toe-to-toe with a strike squad. If they can hit a good banishment, it should help them in the fight. We've got some interceptors up now too. Brother Captain's going to need to try and get all this stuff within We Are the Hammer before it kicks off. So they need to open with a teleport. There it is. Banshees will go in. Farseer will throw guide on the Banshees, maybe. I don't see it. Oh, they do have a Doombringer, though. There's Doom on the interceptors. They're taking huge amounts of damage. Did they live? Where did they go? Oh, they teleported like nowhere. Strike squad getting in now. Brother Captain going straight for the Shuriken, popping We Are the Hammer for some splash damage in melee, and the defensive area of effect buff also provides some movement speed. Strat squad get away with one model. That wasn't a good fight for TvangeS. Brother Captain's in danger now. Howling Banshees on retreat path, but there's only two of them. Yeah, they don't have enough models to threaten him, I think. Farseer doing some good work early on with the Doombringer. I didn't see them throw guide up. They must have thrown it somewhere, I think. There's Doom on the Brother Captain now. Over on the east side. Burn that house again. This time against Devastators in the garrison. Force commander trying to... Oh, he's gone over. He's gone down. He's trying to tie them up, I guess. I don't know if you can tie them up when they're using Burn That House. I think they're still going to just fire those burners into the building and burn that house. They're very, very determined to do so. Shotguns up for the scouts. They have a sergeant as well. Looters here with the death gun for Red Crown, and Zero Cry with a Pain Boy. Support sub-commander for Orks can heal other Orks with a heal over time effect. Gives them something to drink, I think. A Git sauce. I don't know if he just chucks at them and it splashes all over them, or if they actually drink it. Not sure what's up with that. Overextends a bit through the mid with just ranged squads, so they were vulnerable to those interceptors and they had to run off. And they threw a buff on them too. You saw the Mordaka over there. Guardian weapon team now facing towards the mid. The west side is now safe and blue. It might be worth Farseer rotating a bit towards the mid, try and get a flank. There's an unending purge. This blue effect, I thought in a previous cast this was some kind of bug from the HQ. It's very similar to the HQ effect you get when you're near your base. But it's just unending purge apparently. I don't know how I never noticed that before. Nemesis full sword is in. More power melee damage and a better We Are the Hammer. With the upgraded sword, the speed bonus now affects the brother captain as well, where ordinarily it doesn't. Doing some good work against the Banshees. And there's Mind Blades on the strike squad too. And they take the Banshees out, did they? Or did one get into the webway? I don't think so. They were retreating. They're still on the roster card. They're still on the roster card. Very strange. Did they lose Guardians as well in that melee? Oh, they lost the Shuriken. Yeah, the Shuriken's like... No, they didn't. The Shuriken survived. That was very strange. The Shuriken was replaced by the Banshees on the roster. And the Shuriken was like stuck trying to get in or out of the webway. Or maybe they were just in the webway and that was a visual glitch. I don't know. I've never seen that bug before. I've never seen one unit replace another. The dead unit replace a live unit in the roster there. Very strange. But they only lost Banshees, I think. Good stomp from the Sentinel, but it can't get away. The wreck will provide some cover as long as it's still standing. Shooter boys with 1 hit point, they get taken out. Interceptors, I think, finished. Or maybe it was a pistol shot from the Lord Commissar, who has Aura of Discipline. Very nice support war gear to passively heal nearby allies. Guardians get the guide from the Farseer, 30% more damage and range. That's one of her starting abilities alongside her fleet of foot. On the east side is kicking off. Assault squad getting in there. Force Commander battle crying. Every one of those special attacks provides a damage buff of 10%. Assault squad having to jump out though. Sluggers can mess them up quite badly with their burners, and now they have a Nob leader who's a big threat to the assault squad. Couldn't get another model off them though. Maybe lucky to get away with 2 models there, those guys. Can they defend their power? The blue team here. Force Commander's level 2. Iron Halo is up. Makes him quite a bit more tanky, but maybe leaves you with less energy, so you can't pop your battle cry when maybe you want to. Definitely a trade-off. Are you retreating? Yeah, he's retreating, I think. And now they're power bashing back to the western side. Brother Captain, level 3 now. Pops We Are the Hammer and gets stuck into some fresh Banshees from the Farseer. Electric armor Mekboy with electric shock. Didn't last very long though, I don't think. We got Catachan Devils in there, and they're pretty damn good in melee. Banshees with their Exarch and the aspect of strength. Did they throw Doom on something? I didn't notice. I'm very good at noticing things. Painboy trying to get some retreat hits maybe. Throws the heal over time, gets source on the Mekboy. His health flying up there. Even good on single entities. 427 to 356. Over on the east side, southeast power getting hit a lot. Lots of pressure here from Red Crown. Has a Weird Boy now. Sub-commander for Orks, really good at dealing with the groups of infantry and can punish those assault marines, especially if they jump too early or in a bad spot and isolate themselves. Can get the big warp vomit stun and then get chopped up in melee. Banshees though have got through and decapped the VP. That's not bad. Las guns scare them off. West side turning red. Guardians with their Exarch. Farseer gets onto that contested wreck point. Some stormtroopers here. Oh, Inquisitorial stormtroopers, that's right. I thought they were Gringvins for a second. There's the tier 2 for TvangeS. Looks like Ever Faithful is the last player to go. And a Chimera is up for Gringvin. Support vehicle for the guard. Can reinforce allied infantry around it. Can get inside and shoot these little turrets on top too. Isn't that handy? 419 to 325. Another heal thrown onto the Mekboy there. And we have Storm Boys getting their Nob Leader immediately, and they will benefit greatly from Pain Boy's support. West side turning red. Unopposed is the Brother Captain. Strike Squad standing watch, providing some intel as things approach, but these guys are now infiltrated off the webway. That's what the Farseer webway can do. Oh, it's worn off already though. What are you guys doing? Facing a strange direction. Red Crown calls the 2. Oh, Gringvin's shown up, look, with a Chimera. Weird Boy can get some shots. Basic attack does plasma cannon damage, but there's also a bunch of Marines here. With Devastators moving up, using advanced targeting. They could rip through this infantry with that. Getting very close to the gens, so they just want to power bash with it? Okay. That'll work. And these guys now all supported by the Chimera. And they have double guards from here and scouts to repair this thing. No sign of tank busters yet. Mekboys can get an anti-vehicle weapon, and Zero Cry is getting one. The beamy def gun. TvangeS says they are waiting for something. What is this? That's the Eldar and some Orks getting through on a power bash. TvangeS may be hesitant to try and defend by themselves. They have a Vindicator Assassin though. Sniper infantry. Powerful burst damage from long range as it expects. That was an energy burst messing up the Storm Boys, and there's some electric armor. But the Captain getting stuck in, healing on hit because of an unending purge. Also gives him some energy regen, which is handy. Storm Boys, did they just bomb a boy over there? Did they wipe something? Oh, they wiped out the Vindicator Assassin. I wasn't even paying attention. Well done, fellas. Doom up on the interceptors now, who do make it out. Good fight for the blue team, I guess. They took out the Vindicator. I don't think they lost anything. There's tier 3 for the Farseer. Dreadnought on the way for Ever Faithful. And the Rhino for TvangeS. More pressure on this southeast power here. Relentless from Red Crown. I don't think they've rotated mid at all, have they? On this VP. Maybe they should have a bit more with the Mekboy teleport or something. I mean, maybe they have and I just missed it. The Mekboy does have the Daka big shooter and a battery pack. Weird Boy runs. Looks like it's going to be a full retreat for Red Crown, although Mekboy is still in play, level 4. Not sure what they were shooting at there, the Mekboy. What was he shooting at? Didn't seem to be taking damage off the guardsman. Red team trying to cap back the southeast now and making their way towards the west side, thanks to TvangeS, who now has Mantle of Terror for battle rights. Also gives more health, more energy regen, and reduces cooldowns. It's a pretty nice piece of war gear, I think. They have stick bombers, so they didn't really answer the Chimera. Maybe they're just waiting for tier 3s. And then they'll answer it. Now they've got a Dreadnought to deal with an assault cannon coming in. Powerful single target DPS against infantry. And has an awesome area of effect barrage ability. What is this? Catechins. Shotgun blasting the Guardians there. Chasing them off. In the mid, it's kicking off. Mekboy looking for a Chimera shot. I don't think they have actual vision over it. Looks like they did get some shots though. I guess that's the answer to the Chimera, isn't it? The beamy def gun that they got. Seer Council on the way for the Farseer. Storm Boys jumping in, trying to kick off the fight. Catechins are there, so is the Brother Captain, and so is the Strike Squad. Heal over time, Git Source goes in. And they have the Cyborg implant equipment. Catechins may wipe, Battle Rights may save them actually. I think perhaps the Battle Rights saved them. Was that Rune Armor doing stuff there? It was. Psychic Storm went in. Doom up on the Strike Squad who tried to leave. Mekboy falls. Right Lance up for the Farseer. Brother Captain doing some good work there, level 4 now. Didn't really get touched on the east side. Electric Armor sees off the devs, but Scouts threatening the Mekboy and the Dreadnought threatening that Weird Boy. Force Commander level 3. puts down the Iron Hello to get some energy regen back. 336 to 301. It's nicely poised for tier 3s here. Looted tank on the way for Red Crown. Gringvin also tier 3. Stormlord would do a lot of work here, but you are up against Eldar and Orks, and between Eldritch Storms and Nob Squads, it might be bad for a super heavy tank. They can try to support the hell out of it, of course, with their allies and stuff. Here's the Rhino. They haven't put another weapon on the back yet. TvangeS. Looking for tier 3, I suppose. Grenade is dodged. Strat Squad now in retreat path. Oh, they don't hit him, though. Didn't hit him. Are you going to cap the wreck point? Eldar hanging around the contested power here, which is red and is getting noded. Red have decent mid-map authority now. Only this one, which is decapped, they don't have. Across the middle. Farseer, what level are you? Level 3 Farseer with the runes of reaping as well. And she flees. Meanwhile, Howling Banshee's coming in. Supported by that Seer Council now providing a 15% range damage resistance. That's that blue aura you see. Basically looks the same as the Unending Purge aura, doesn't it? Banshees I think are okay, or maybe not. Interceptors couldn't quite teleport in time. They're trying to range fire them down, but they get away. Seer Council make it out as well. Terminator Librarian hits the field for TvangeS. That could actually be amazing. With Sanctuary to stop the Seer Council and the Banshees getting onto stuff when you don't want them to. We now have the Heavy Bolter turret on the Rhino for some more anti-infantry damage. Again, the power being hit by Red Crown. With Storm Boys, Sluggers, and now a looted tank. Oh, the Dreadnought's gone. Can I see the remains of the Dreadnought anywhere? Not really. 260 to 301 on the VPs. Who's in there? Oh, it's the Lord Commissar who goes down. Storm Boys getting a sync kill in there. Looted tank. Oh, that's some Cult of Speed active, I think. Look at that cheeky webway. They can't see it. Don't you guys get a detector with your sergeant? Or is it just operatives now? Oh, they can't. Guess you need operatives to spot that stuff. Weird boy. That would have been a nice shot as well. 236 to 301. Looking for the VP through the mid. Meeting a Chimera. Looted tank getting shots though. Mekboy goes for a decap and then leaves. Beamy gets a good shot, but now it's being blocked by this tank wreck. Stick bombs. That's some really good damage. Almost wiped the devs. Can the Mekboys see the Chimera? No. Pathogens with their all reliable. Eldar bashing power with Psychic Storm going in too. Terminator Librarian getting stuck in alongside the Brother Captain. Two big bastards that he can't suppress or knock over very easily. 206 to 301. Looks like Red Team are going to take the Western VP back. Blue Team stole some wreck points though across the mid. Slug is in retreats. Oh, they got a looted tank. I keep missing the vehicles going down. How did they do it? Well, here's a Baneblade. These guys turning into Stern Guard veterans. Those are some new tacks for Ever Faith Ordo. They got a chunk of XP. Chimera's still going, eh? Done well. Storm Boys jumping through. May have jumped into a whole bunch of problems though. Energy Burst slows them down. Stick bombs helping them out in their retreat though. Nice usage of it there. There's some battle rights to heal those guys up again. Baneblade going straight through the mid apparently. Big mega battle cannon, the demolisher on the front for some disruption. Las cannons, heavy bolters, all sorts of guns going on. These are stun bombs, which will stun vehicles. I think it's only like, I think it's 1.5 seconds per stun bomb. Avatar of Cain on the field for the Farseer, throwing in the time field as well. quite hit. Tried to slow things down with it. Avatar providing huge buffs to nearby allied infantry, and they will stack with the Seer Council buffs. And very powerful in combat, as you would expect. How do they plan to fight this thing? They're just going to go in on it, apparently. There's a Wailing Doom. Not sure why they threw up the Sanctuary. 174 to 301. Oh, is that Might of Titan going? Is that what that purple thing is? I think that's Might of Titan from the Terminator Librarian. Providing, I think it's damage resistance and a damage buff in an area around the Terminator Librarian. You can see it's draining energy from him. It looked like it would have lasted a while though, eh? Maybe it does have a maximum duration. The Council are wasting their time chasing the Chimera, I think. They should be chopping up infantry. Here we go. With Doom in there too. Stormboy's joining the fight. Good special from the Terminator Librarian. The Council got turned on and dealt with. Here comes the Mekboy now. Oh no, that was a bad spot for Timefield. Because that caught the Mekboy in it and he couldn't attack. Timefield slows you down and prevents your attacks going off. Interceptor's getting in there. Battle Rights has been popped off. Avatar has taken a bunch of damage. Has super heavy infantry armor, that guy. Big bucket of hit points though. Baneblade seeing off the looted tank. Mekboy is going to get demolished. Knocks him straight up into the air. Can he get a shot? He can't get a shot. Okay, this Chimera is still going, doing huge amounts of work for the red team. There's VR the Hammer, and there's Mind Blades on the Interceptors. Are they going to fight? Trying to avoid the Wailing Doom. The Chimera kind of drove right into it there. Banshee's showing up with a Seer Council alongside Brother Captain level 6. Couldn't get away. I think they were just trying to get as close as possible to their side of the map kind of thing. Meanwhile, Orks through the mid. It's Red Crown. Level 6 now. Repairing the looted tank, which has a chunk of XP. More looted tank on the way, and Zero Cry has 2 of them already. Tier 3 for TvangeS. Doesn't really have the red to get paladins up though. Maybe did they use? They did use Mind Blades a bunch of times. I don't think I saw a Canticle get used. There's the remains of the Rhino, I suppose. Here comes a Vortimer Razorback. Fire Prism is up for long range fire support, can help them stop the caps, although can't knock down the Librarian. Just face tanking some tanks. He backs off. Meanwhile, through the mid, Stone Guard veterans getting messed up a bit. Reinforcing off the Chimera though, of course. Baneblade shows up, everyone scatters. Single cap for blue. Very close. 2 on my side, says TvangeS. Indeed there is. Avatar has healed up. Not fully, but it has healed up. Farseer level 4. Lots of tricks she can use with Doom and Guide and Timefield. She could also switch back to that rune armor for some Psychic Storming. Baneblade is going west side, it looks like. Looted tanks giving chase maybe. Oh, it turns to engage them. Big boom. Fist of Brockus is that? It is for the Lord Commissar and the Emperor's Wrath. Very fun accessory. I think it's 50 powers and it's very expensive. You can get it to hit right though, it's very nice indeed. Fire Prism, that was a good shot on the Chimera, I think. We need to separate them, says Ever Faithful. So they may be looking to get through the mid and try and drag some of these guys off the west side. Meanwhile though, Battle Rights and some Ordo Malleus pushing the western VP. I hear a Timefield. Oh, it's over there. Baneblade is spinning around strangely. There's the Canticle of Absolution, providing health and energy regen to all of those allied units there for the Brother Captain. The looted tanks survive. Looks like the Lord Commissar is chasing them. Sanctuary is up. Vortimer Razorback goes down. Terminator Librarian. You okay there, bud? Looks like we had a bunch of messy fights, but the blue team have held the west side through the mid. Assault squad, oh no, having to fight a sluggers, fully upgraded level 4 sluggers. It's very painful. They got the looted tank down. Force commander power fisting it down with teleporter pack and artificer armor. Ready to fight this fella now. They're down to 3 units though. And they're still tier 2. Baneblade desperately trying to repair it. There's a cult of speed from one of the Mekboys. That'll be a faster fire rate and speed for those vehicles. Rocks now going in. Takes out the Baneblade. That could be GG. Blue team with a 2-1. And army superiority. Zero Pride with triple looted tanks. Red Crown's got some flash kits. Interceptors. Is that ward up? It is. Ward from the warding staff. Those guys with Psy cannons in hand. But that's it's a hell of a thing to try to push there. Triple looted tanks that could all use boom gun, Avatar, Fire Prism, the heroes. Oh, there's the concede. Looks like the red team conceded. Fair enough. That was a rough fight they had at the end there. Blue team, some awesome engagements on the west side. Farseer making a big difference at the time fields and the dooms, and the Mekboys looted tanking it up, getting big DPS boosts from the cult of speed. I think Mekboy level 5, Farseer level 5, other Mekboy level 6 did go down at the end. Brother Captain level 6 switching to that Nemesis warding staff. Level 5 Lord Commissar, never got to see the off-map artillery, but I'm sure they used it at some point. And Ever Faithful's Force Commander, level 4. There you have it, guys. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this cast, and I'll see you next time.